Alright, YouTubers, we're back again. We're now going to extend the concept of moles and molar mass and talk about something that we can measure. Okay, for example, if I give you this piece of pen and I'll tell you to measure the mass of this, it will be very easy to do. You just take a scale and put it on top of the scale and it gives you a reading. But if I were to tell you to find me the moles of this plastic cap, all right, how would you do that? Well, that could be a challenge. Or if I gave you a glass of water, all right, like maybe a gram of water, I would ask you how many moles do you think that is in a gram of water? That'd be difficult because there's no scale out there that has a scale for just measuring the moles of it. There's just none, okay? Although it could be done. Maybe new project. Anyway, so we need to figure out to relate to the world. In chemistry, the world is just weird, all right? We can only see the physical world, and then we have to imagine the chemical world, which is in atoms and ions and particles, and they're almost invisible. It's only when we have a collection of these particles that clumped up is when we can actually see the physical object. And so in chemistry, we need to convert from the world that we can measure and see to the imaginary world. And to bridge that gap, we introduced the concept of mole. Okay, so now we need to learn how to convert from mass to moles, from the universe or the world that we can measure, the mass, which is grams, to the world that we have to imagine, the imagination of moles. Okay, and then we go from moles back to mass. Now, to do that, convert between the world that we can measure to the world that we have to imagine, mass to moles, we use this triangle learning concept, thingamajiggy. I forgot the top of my head what we can call this. But this is basically a relationship triangle between mass, moles, and molar mass. Or, in some of your books, you will say, think of it as AR or MR, the relative masses. Okay? When you deconstruct this relationship triangle, you can come up with three possible formulas, okay? Equations to solve. Right, so if you want to solve for mass, using this relationship triangle, you can see it's moles multiplied by molar mass. If you want to solve for moles, you would take mass divided by molar mass. Mass divided by molar mass. Okay? If you want to figure out the molar mass, then you take mass divided by moles. Mass divided by moles. Okay? So, alright, now that you've got that, pause the video, whatever, to reflect. Okay. Now, let's say I said, I've got 5 grams of salt, NaCl. How many moles is that? Well, we first need to figure out the molar mass. Okay? And in previous lessons, we've said that the molar mass of sodium chloride is 58.5 grams per mole. So, the amount of moles of 5 grams of sodium chloride would be 5 grams divided by...
Students who are still on campus, kindly gather in the foyer if we have not been picked up before we can. Thank you.
Okay.
To all students who are still on campus, kindly gather in the foyer if we have not been picked up before we can. Thank you.
Alright, so I took the equation here, because we're trying to figure out the moles, mass divided by molar mass, 5 divided by 58.5, and I punched it into my calculator, and it gives me 0.085. Okay, so approximately 0.085 moles of sodium chloride. So in every 5 grams of sodium chloride, I should have 0.085 moles of sodium chloride. What if I turn the tables around and say that I have, let's say, 2.3 moles of water? How many grams of water could that be? Well, we take the formula equation for solving for mass, which will be moles multiplied by the molar mass. Okay? And that should give us 2.3 multiplied by 18. Boom. That should be 41.4 grams. All right? So in 2.3 moles of water, there should be 41.4 grams of water. Excellent. And the last equation, well, they hardly use it in IGCSE, but you can theoretically, if you know the mass and you know the moles, you can figure out the molar mass of the substances. There you go. Conversion between mass to moles and moles to mass.